Hi, my name is Will, and I'd like to take a few minutes to explain pain. But before I do, I think we can all agree that pain can really suck sometimes, and it's just not fun. And I want to acknowledge that because no one, myself included, enjoys pain. If you're currently struggling with pain, it's important to know that it's okay that you feel that way. Understanding why we have pain and how this occurs can be an important first step in taking back your life. A great first question is, why do we have pain in the first place? Pain, at least initially, serves an important purpose. It acts as a protective alarm system for your body, telling you when something is causing you harm. If you step on a nail, for example, you're going to want to immediately take your weight off that foot so you don't do any more damage, and also make sure you get the nail out. Your foot may hurt for a few days afterwards, and this too is on purpose so that your foot can heal properly. Now, how pain occurs is quite complex, so I won't get into too much detail, but I'd like to briefly explain that process so you have a better understanding of what it involves. Once you step on that nail that I mentioned previously, sensors in your foot recognize what has occurred and quickly send a signal, sometimes called a danger signal, along your nerves to your spinal cord and then to your brain. Your brain then interprets this danger signal to determine what has happened and typically produces the feeling of pain. Once this occurs, the alarm system that we talked about before, the system activates. And because of this system, you instinctively know to pull the nail out, and just as important, not to go run a marathon anytime soon because your foot needs to heal. After a few days, and this is the key part, your alarm system should go back down to resting levels. However, for some people, 1 in 4 in fact, that alarm system does not go all the way back down. Instead, it remains elevated or overly sensitive. And because of this, it's activated much more easily than normal, often for things that previously would not have caused any pain. Before the incident with the nail, the alarm system might activate for stepping on something sharp, as it did with the nail. But for people with persistent pain, it now activates simply when you try and put on your socks, for example. Sometimes metaphors can be helpful. A great metaphor for pain might be the alarm system on a house or a car, for example. When working properly, the alarm system serves to protect from intruders or danger, and it is only activated when an intrusion is happening. However, with an oversensitive system, the alarm could activate simply from a gust of wind, no intruder needed. Once activated, the result is the same, the alarm goes off. In fact, with persistent pain, the alarm going off can be so common that it's easy to forget that the alarm wasn't always as hypersensitive as it is now. But the alarm system is also so loud that it just becomes overwhelming. And because you live in the house with the alarm blaring all the time, it's really all you think about. Now, if we keep this example going, it's clear that our concern is not necessarily with the front door or parts of the house or the wind at all, but with the sensitive alarm system. We need to figure out how to turn this system down so it doesn't activate so easily. This goal applies to persistent pain in real life too. Our goal in this case is not necessarily to fix a specific body part, but to figure out ways we can turn the alarm system down so it's not so sensitive. The next natural question is, how do we turn this system down? There are a lot of things we can work on to help adjust this pain system, which is the great news. These types of activities can include things like aerobic exercise, nutrition, mindfulness, meditation, deep breathing exercises, the list goes on. The good news is that learning about pain and how it works is in fact one of these activities, and you just did it. So that's the great news. You're already well on your way. So I'm glad you've taken these first steps towards understanding pain and taking your life back, and I'm excited to be part of this process with you. Thanks, and let me know if you have any questions.